How's it going, guys? I just wanted to take another video here. I'd already sent one of them to Kelly, but I figured I'd just post this one. Just showing you the condition of my tub and the surround. This is pretty much where I think it all kind of started. And of course the ventilation here isn't really adequate. There's no ceiling fan in this bathroom, even though I was told by one of the mold inspectors in the original toxic mold support group that ceiling fans are code everywhere. Some people here say that there's some sort of clause that has to do with private property that makes it so it's not required, but given the conditions of this bathroom, I don't see how that could be. But I don't necessarily know the whole law, but I just wanted to show you my tub here. As you can see, this is what happens when I go a certain amount of time without cleaning it. So of course, I kind of did this on purpose, so I know that it looks gross, but this is why I let it get this way, so that you guys could see what it looks like if I've gone a little while without cleaning it. And I've been in this apartment for 10 years. So before, I had no idea that this was really that big of a deal, but it is. And so this is why I'm doing this today and showing you guys how bad it gets. But as you can see, down here towards the drain, and you could see the faucet leaking right there. That it's been doing that forever, for at least 5 years. I've had them come back at least twice to try and fix the seal, but every time they fixed it, I mean, it would last a couple weeks and then it would just start leaking again. So in reality, these things need to be replaced. Everything needs to be replaced, really, but as a matter of principle. But on the other side of the spectrum, I just need to get the hell out of here. But anyways, you can see how bad the spigot and the handles look. And the caulk job that the handyman did, the guy before the guy that they have now, was lousy. I mean, he just obviously didn't care. So, but he knew about black mold, and so does the guy that's there now. Ironically, wow, they both knew about black mold, but of course they're trained to say it's all your fault, not ours. You're the one to blame because you don't keep this place clean enough. Even though I know that my sister doesn't, she probably cleans her bathroom just about as often as I do, every couple weeks, and her bathroom is not like this at all. You don't see any mold. And so with that, you can see right down here, it looks like kind of an orangish, brownish, sometimes pinkish color. And that's mixed with black spots. If you can see closer here. I don't know if I can get zoom in a little bit. You can see those black spots there. I know it's grungy, isn't it? I don't mean to gross anybody out when I'm trying to film this, but I just want you guys to see how bad it gets and what I have to deal with. And I used to clean this up all the time, and in fact I would be cleaning this today if I wasn't taking this video. But I just want to show you what it looks like. You see how the pink is up there and the brown spots, and then it all drips down from the paneling, and the paneling is kind of the key, I think, here, because I think that's where some black mold is hiding, right behind that paneling. Reason why? Well, let me show you. Right here. See this? See how that's like that, but they already put a new layer of caulking and it's coming out from behind the caulking there, if you can see that. Let me zoom out. This is just not focusing correctly. Okay, here we go. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that. See how that is? And see how it's just coming out still, even from the inside or underneath the caulking. Right there. That's kind of a bit of a hint right there that there's got to be some black mold behind there. Now I've sprayed this, and I've sprayed this whole area with bleach. before I knew that it wasn't the right thing to do it with. And you see that corner right there? None of this stuff used to be here. When they first did this, none of these spots were here. None of them. It wasn't until they actually did this that these spots started to form. Until they actually redid the caulking. So obviously there was mold that was already there when they took out the original caulking. And you got this spot right here. Oh, sorry guys. I'm having a hard time holding this. Okay, there's that. Zoom out a little bit. So you can see that. Okay, and you see how the mold is kind of underneath that too. So that section, and then in the other section that I showed you, the mold is kind of coming out there, and it comes back every time I spray with bleach. So I've just stopped doing that, and I'm honestly kind of at a loss as to how exactly to clean it. So I just haven't cleaned that particular part of it. But the only thing I have at the moment is bleach. And the last time I asked people about cleaning, I got a whole bunch of different answers. But I think the only answer that people would give me once I show them this video is get the hell out of there. And I would of course expect that. So we pretty much got this area covered, but now I want to move to the ceiling. And that's actually the important part, because I think that's partly where it all came from. Now before, and I want to kind of stand on this, but before, this is actually where it kind of started, the whole thing, I think, and where I was actually originally spraying the bleach to begin with, and then it just kind of moved down towards the tub, and I just ended up spraying the bleach on the tub as well. And you can see where there were spots there and how they're just kind of slowly coming back. Now, the handyman told me that you need to wipe this stuff down, even though he didn't want to bother to put a fan in the ceiling, of course, and he knew that there wasn't enough aeration in this bathroom. But here's another thing. See this? Check that out. Water builds up on the walls, and if you can see, it'll just drip right down that. And I just noticed that. Look at the nasty caulking job that the guy did. Pretty good, huh? Definitely a professional job. And I have no doubt that water could seep down there and get behind that panel and create some problems. And it's all around this perimeter right here. Isn't he just a lovely perfectionist? I give him an F triple minus on caulking the perimeter of a tub. But then again, the way they have this plastic surround, it just needs to go for all these complexes that are older. And see, I'm not even a professional. I can tell you that this guy doesn't know what he's doing. I could tell just by the crappy job that he's done. Oh, look at that lovely job right around the shower spigot. And you could tell the rust and the oxidation there gives you an indication that a lot of the moisture comes out of here. And I don't even take showers that long. I don't even, a lot of times I won't even use soap, because I know that all the poison in the water, chances are, is going to kill any bacteria that I have on my skin anyways. So a lot of times I'll just do a really short rinse, even with my hair, and I'll only wash it like once every couple weeks. Just because of that. Because people told me that it's not good to wash your hair that often anyways. Especially with my type of oily skin. But anyways, let's move to the ceiling, like I was trying to indicate. This way we could get a better view when I'm up this close, but that's one of the orange spots that tends to form. And if I could back up a little, or just move in. I don't even know if that'll focus. It doesn't want to focus this time, but anyways, you get an idea. I don't know if this camera is wigging out or what, but you see a couple of black spots there. So you can tell that it's kind of coming back. And right about there, there's some discoloration. There's some right in this corner where I'd sprayed bleach before too. Right there as well. All along this perimeter. And so it's only a matter of time before it comes back. It's just, you know, one of those things. Here's another orangish yellow spot. And they used to be all over the ceiling. All over. Especially in this area right here. But I took some Lysol wipes and it seemed to help, but not gone. You get enough moisture in here, they'll come right back. Anyways, that's all for the moment. But I figured I'd just show you guys that to see what it's like. Oh wait, no, I got more. Scratch that. We got more. This corner right here. That's the one I wanted to show you. This is the main one, and there's actually two things we're looking at here. Those bluish splotches that you see, that's actually where I sprayed bleach, and I think the reason that they're blue is that when I had put the mixture of 50% water and 50% bleach in there before I even knew that that was the wrong thing to do, I think that it actually leached the dyes that colored the plastic spray bottle. It was like a blue plastic Amway spray bottle. Yeah, really old school one. And it just completely leached the dye through and it sprayed it on the wall. I think that's where it came from. But this is the only place where it really shows up that much. But you can obviously see that I have some issues here. As well as right there. And all along the perimeter here. You see these spots right here, right there. Pan out a little bit. You see a few spots right by the mirror. And then we've got a couple spots up here in this corner as well. And a couple more orange spots. There's some glossy patches too, if you can see those. And that right there is actually kind of a weird characteristic. This is where a lot of the orange stuff formed. See that glossy patch right there? I completely forgot about that. But yeah, glossy patches on the paint. And for some reason, I don't know why, but I think that was part of the paint. But other people might say that's where the mold forms. So anyways, have you get a good look at that. And you notice how it gets glossy right around those orange spots, but then right outside the perimeter of them it's really dull in texture. And that's the only reason why I think it could be the paint, but I'm not sure. But either way, I know that these spots are forming and the mold will grow on those spots, no problem. Anyways, I think this video will take a while to upload, so I think I'll just cut it off right here, but I just wanted to let you guys know how it looks. Alright? More videos to come.